Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to the 400 Mini Show, an exploration of the extensive game library for the Atari 8-bit range of home computers. Today's game is Fort Apocalypse, a classic title from Synapse software, published in 1982. It was developed by Steve Hales for Atari 8-bit and ported to Commodore 64 by Joe Vieira the same year. Hales also made the game Slime for Synapse. Fort Apocalypse is a contemporary of Dan Gorlin's classic helicopter rescue game Choplifter, and featured a similar theme of rescuing hostages, but it also blends in the precise scenery navigation of classic arcade games such as Scramble and Super Cobra. It also sets itself apart from those games by featuring player-controlled scrolling rather than a constantly advancing playfield. Speaking to author James Haigh as part of his digital book Halcyon Days Interviews with Classic Computer and Video Game Programmers, Steve Hales explained that most of Synapse Software's game concepts came from the company's founder, Ihor Wolosenko. But Fort Apocalypse was a rare exception to this rule. It was Hales' own idea, but he worked with Wolosenko to flesh out the concept. It originally came from a dream that I had about helicopters and such, Hales explained. Many people have compared it to Broderbund's Choplifter as a clone, but the truth is, I had developed an initial version before working on Slime, and at least 6 months before Choplifter came to the market. The game was inspired by the movie Blue Thunder and my own bent for creating games that were kind of off the wall. Complexity was never an issue for me. I was always trying to push the envelope. Sometimes I did, and sometimes I did not. Haigh asked Hales what he thought when he first saw Choplifter, knowing that he had already started work on a game with a similar concept. My reaction was, "Why did I stop working on Fort?" he replied. I actually was working on it 4 months earlier, but stopped to work on Slime. It was my first experience in which the same or a similar idea was created at the same time from completely different sources. I think Fort is a much better game because of the opposite reason to why Choplifter is cool. Fort was never meant to be a real simulation. If I wanted real, I'd go outside. I wanted to do something in a game that I'd never be able to do in real life. Flying machines underground would never happen, so it was interesting. Hales originally intended Fort Apocalypse to have 50 levels, but since Synapse wanted to fit it onto a 16K cartridge instead of disc, he only had room to include 2, even after spending 2 weeks working on compression methods. Fort Apocalypse apparently sold over 75,000 copies on the Atari platform, but Hales believed at the time he was interviewed that the C64 port was more well known. These days, the opposite is true. It rarely seems to come up in conversation about C64 games, but is frequently held up as a favourite Atari 8-bit game by many enthusiasts. Fort Apocalypse is a tough game, but one I've always liked. So let's go play Fort Apocalypse. Okay, welcome back to the 400 Mini, where today we're taking a look at Fort Apocalypse from Synapse Software, which is a very good game, but also a very difficult game that I'm not very good at. I know I say that a lot, but yeah, I'm really not very good at this one. Anyway, here are the settings I've got on the 400 Mini to play this. So I've got the display width set to 336, display height to 212, vertical offset to 18 should be fine, and I've got it set to running as an Atari 800 because this was quite an early game for the Atari 8-bit. I don't think there's any compatibility problems with this, but with earlier games it's usually better to set it to 400 or 800 just to be safe. Alright, let's start it up and have a go. Just decrunching, I guess. Or maybe not working at all. Maybe I do need to set it to 130XE. The version I'm using here is from Fandal's website, which is like a big archive of Atari 8-bit software. And a lot of that stuff has actually been patched so that it works more reliably on later Atari 8-bit systems. So I wonder if in some cases that actually introduces compatibility issues with the earlier ones. It looks like it might. Yes, here we are. Okay, Fort Apocalypse by Steve Hales, copyright 1982, Synapse Software. And a horrific noise to introduce you to the mayhem. Alright, let's play. Entering the Vaults of Draconis. So, you start a game of Fort Apocalypse low on fuel, but fortunately right next to a convenient place to refuel. Giving you a nice opportunity to learn how to refuel right away. And from here, your job is to fly down into the vaults of Draconis, shooting things along the way. Trying not to get shot from these things that are going along here. Whoops. Oh dear. Not a very good start, eh? So, something you need to get used to in this game is how your helicopter handles and how that affects the way you shoot. Because you'll notice, like a real helicopter, your helicopter in Fort Apocalypse tips forward when it's moving forwards. So that means if you try and fire while you're moving forwards, you actually shoot diagonally down like this. If you want to fire straight, you have to stop moving and hover and fire that way instead. Similarly, that means you can do, oops, a nice little strafing run like we've done there to try and destroy those bad boys. You'll see that things are persistent though. You destroy something and it stays destroyed, which is nice. The level also wraps around on itself as well. So, okay, we've cleared out this top area now. So we can start blasting our way into the vaults proper. Which we do by making ourselves a little way in. We may as well destroy all of this because we're getting points for every block we destroy. Now we've got enough space, you should be able to shoot things from the side. Makes things a little bit easier. There we go. And there's a little man for us. So if we land... If you land, I think that does a checkpoint. So to pick up a man, you just, like, hover onto him like that. And then do we drop him off? No. I think that just means that we'll respawn from there. There's 6 men to rescue. So we've now got these laser gates to go through. Which I always... Oops. I think we want to approach those from the other way. Yeah, there we are. So that is a checkpoint. 3 more men to rescue. Yeah, I found these laser gates absolutely terrifying when I was a kid because... anything timing based I always found very scary. Oh, hello. Land here. That actually didn't destroy me. Have I been assuming wrong all this time? Assuming incorrectly that those destroy you when in fact they teleport you somewhere. Nope. That is death. We've got 3 more dudes to rescue. And we need this pathway to open. Thank you very much. Wait for the zappy thing again. That's a really inconveniently placed enemy. Very inconvenient. So yeah, these big purple blocks, you just have to wait for them to get out of the way, basically. Maybe if we go to the right, it might be better. Yeah, they teleport you. I've been assuming all this time... that they destroy you. and getting extremely frustrated that it's quite hard to avoid them. Here's our remaining men. Alright, so now all we need to do is get to the landing pad safely, which I'm sure will be fine. And land here. And we're done. You know what? I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think I've ever finished a Fort Apocalypse level before. Now, we know there's only 2. Unfortunately. So I guess what happens is it will probably loop around these 2 levels and get faster and more difficult. Oops. I don't need the game to get more difficult. I can make it difficult enough for myself. Let's just get a bit of fuel. There we are. I always quite like the fact that when you fill up on fuel, it never quite gives you an exact amount. It never quite fills you up to exactly 2,000 points of fuel. It always just reminds me of how like a real petrol pump works at the garage. It's like, you try your best to make sure you got £10 worth of fuel, and no, it's going to make sure that you have £10 and 1 penny's worth of fuel, and you will like it. No, death. Mission aborted. Your rank is Sparrow Class 2. Alright, not bad. I'm very pleased with finishing that first level, though. Like I say, I've never done that before. So let's see if we can do that a little bit better. Now that we know that the zappy things are not actually zappy things, they are teleporty things. This is what you get for pirating software, kids. If you didn't have the manual, you probably wouldn't know that. And actually, I must confess, I haven't looked at the manual for this, because I assumed I already knew everything. And I think we've proven the folly of that today. Because very clearly, there are things that I don't know about this game. Ouch. You don't have to shoot everything. Oops. I just think it makes life a little bit easier if you do. What am I thinking about it? We don't actually come back up to the surface, do we? So I'm kind of just wasting my time a bit here. But anyway, I've started, so I'll finish. Nope. There we go. Right. Hole maker, make me a hole. Yeah, the direction your helicopter is facing is determined by your movement, if that wasn't already obvious. So if you move to the right a little bit when you're facing left, you will then face straight on like this, which will allow you to drop bombs. And if you move a little bit further right from there, well, they do respawn. So that was a complete waste of time. Never mind. Alright. Let's get all our dudes. You'll notice that unlike Choplifter, if you happen to be destroyed while you're carrying men, you don't lose them. So there's no guilt tripping. Oh, Yeah, there's no guilt tripping. Oh, you've killed all these men by crashing when you're carrying them. No. No, just picking them up is enough to rescue them. That's where we need to be. You are causing trouble though, mister. Nope. What was I saying about doing a bit better this time? Because it's not happening. Nope, that's not where I want to be. Or that. That's better. Oh no! Oh no, we're still good. We're still... Oh, I killed the man. I killed the man. So you can kill the men. I stand corrected. Right, and we are good. Yeah. I'm very pleased with myself. You get extra life for finishing the level as well from the look of things. Oopsie. Oh dear. This level does not like me. Oh, I killed a man. I killed a man and Plexar was here. Oops. Hit the roof. Let's try this way. This game is hard. It's really hard. I'm trying my best, I really am. Ugh. Yeah, those bits there, those blocks move to preset locations. So you have to time your movement and watch the direction that they're moving as well to make sure that you don't go down the wrong way. Right, again. Still with the little Space Invader-y dudes first. Because they are not especially dangerous, but they do get in the way. Ouch! Oh, you little bastard. Oh, you little bastard. Unbelievable. Unbelievable scenes. Yeah. Yeah, you get shot and you like it. No. Oh dear me. Oh. This is not going to be a high scoring run, I can tell. I can tell already. So I can hear an enemy helicopter. But they aren't too bright. One of the things that Hales admitted in his interview that I mentioned in the introduction is that the artificial intelligence for the enemy helicopter is not very sophisticated. Oh, we can kill them in, though. That's not very nice. Right. Give me more dudes. And now zap it to somewhere useful. That'll do. Please die. Oh no. That's not where I want to be. Oh, I didn't use the checkpoint. Well, we're learning things today, aren't we? In this terrible run. No, not where I want to be. Oh, I can't kill him. Oh. 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 Yeah. we have encountered a problem and must close. Yeah, that wasn't good. Let's try it again. Yes, we found a little logic error there, I think. Where it was respawning me right on top of a wall. And that's causing me to respawn and die repeatedly. But it's okay. That is the God of Atari's way of telling me to give up on that run and just start again. Tits. They're not a threat. They're not a threat. They get in the way, but they're not a threat, he says. Right, well, I've destroyed the missile boys, at least. Let's get rid of these little smegheads. No! You horrible little helicopter. Budgie would be very displeased if he could see you now. Right. Into the vaults proper. Little men, and checkpoint. All right, rescue operation going okay so far. No. I had to say it, didn't I? I had to say it was going alright. Right, I can do this. I can do this. Let's try not to get teleport. There we go. Alright, that's taken him out. Here. Oh! No! No, no, no. Right. Dudes! Get in my chopper. It's the place to be, or so I hear. Now, I think these ones might be deadly lasers. But I guess the flashing ones... I guess the flashing ones are teleporters. That's something I never knew about this game until today. How about that? Let me through! Right. Excellent. Right, that's where all my points are coming from. You get that bonus meter is the amount of points you get when you finish the level. So in classic arcade game tradition, the faster you play, the more points you get. Right, that went alarmingly smoothly. Why can't I hit you? My shots are clearly going through you. Collision detection on your shots is a little bit fiddly in this. Oh no, 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 I shot all of them. I shot all of them. Every single one of them I killed. Their blood is on my hands. I deserve to die for that. Right. So we follow the block along and down. Oh, that was never going to end well, was it? Other way. Let's go the other way. Oh, you're back. Get out of here. No? No. I'm having difficulties. Leave me alone. They've reversed direction. That's rude. That is rude. No, what? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh dear me. Alright, let's have one more go. Let's have one more go. Yeah, hopefully you can see why this is such a well-regarded Atari 8-bit game. It's not super graphically fancy or anything like that, but I think it looks nice. I think it makes good use of the Atari's capabilities. It scrolls very smoothly. I'm not sure how well that will come across on the video capture, because I know sometimes video capture doesn't quite do justice to smooth scrolling for one reason or another. Whether it's down to encoding or the capture or whatever. But yeah, this is certainly a very smooth game. We've got smooth sprite movement. I think the animation on the helicopter is really nice. There's some good sound effects. It's atmospheric. Oh, damn it. And for the most part, aside from a couple of those bizarre happenings that we've seen, for the most part, I think this is a very well designed game. It gives you some clear objectives. It gives you clear constraints in which to achieve those objectives. And little things like those, like that checkpoint facility, that was very unusual. That was very unusual to see in games from this era. I think by this point we had started to get arcade games with a continue facility. But actually having home computer and console games with checkpoints in them was still relatively unusual. Ah, gotcha. Hey, I'm super skilled. I am the king of Fort Apocalypse. See, and I've rescued all the men instead of killing them all this time. One more somewhere? One more dude? Why can I not find the dude? Oh, don't tell me he's somewhere else. He's somewhere else. Yeah, those moving blocks, they reverse direction every so often. Oh, he's up there. Okay, I got this. I got this. I've still got this. There you are, you little man, you. Zap me to somewhere useful. No, that is not somewhere useful. That is. Thank you. Death to enemy helicopter. And onwards to victory. Right. How have I still got 10 lives? I'm sure I haven't been playing that well. Right, I can't tell which direction they're going. Okay, I think we're in luck. Checkpoint! Checkpoint! That's what I'm talking about. And some dudes. Thank you very much. Oh, and a massive load of blocks to destroy. This looks like fun. What could possibly go wrong here? I foresee no difficulties. I foresee no difficulties whatsoever. Apart from the fact you can't shoot upwards. But that's okay. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Did I just see a little dude? I did. Alright, careful not to kill him. And careful not to crash. Come here, little man. I've got you. And this, perfectly safe. Everything is perfectly safe. Everything is fine. Ooh, what is happening here? Okay, I blew it up, whatever it is. Apparently I got a shitload of points for that as well. So I've now got more lives than I started with. Okay. I am not complaining. I am complaining about those little missile shooting bastards, though. No. You know that's not how you fly a helicopter. You know how that's not how you fly a helicopter and stay safe. That is also not how you fly a helicopter and stay safe. So hard to kill those things. So I think you've got to hit them in a specific place, I think, because otherwise your shot just doesn't seem to register. There we go. Ooh, this is going to be awkward. No, we're good. We are good. Oh, there would have to be some guys up there, wouldn't there? Anyway, checkpoint. The blocks are going upwards. So that's good. That's good. That's what we like. No! One man left. One man left to rescue. And death to me. But where is he? Where, oh where could he be? He's going to be in the middle of all this nonsense, isn't he? There he is. Also, where's the exit? I haven't seen the exit. Ooh, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. It's a little bit narrow for my liking. I guess the exit must be somewhere in the middle of all this lot as well. Alright, let's get shooting. Down here? No, that's just the other end of... That's just the other end of all this nonsense. There's another checkpoint there, I'll take that. So... where... do I need to go? Exactly. Tell me it's all the way back up at the top again, is it? No, that's just fuel. So that's where we started. Oops! I guess it must be somewhere up here then, because we went all around that bottom area. Or do we just... we do just fly out. There we go. Right. Okay. So then we come back here and we start at the bottom this time. Well, the teleporter's not working this time. That's interesting. That means we have to deal with the annoying blocks. Nope. Not like that, we don't. Right, carefully. Right, so the blocks are going horizontally to the right above. No! Okay, I got this. I have got this. And then we just get back out up here. And presumably head for base. Yeah, there we done. Eagle Class 2. So I have finished Fort Apocalypse. There you go. Ah, I'm pleased with that. I've never done that before. And I think that is one of the few Atari 8-bit games I've actually completed on camera. So there you go. That is Fort Apocalypse from 1982 by Steve Hales for Synapse Software. An excellent game for Atari 8-bit, and one that I'm glad I finally have some closure with. If you'll pardon this horrific noise that is going on while I'm talking. Anyway, I guess it just remains for me to say, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.